Hey, I'm back, everybody. We finally made it back in. I'm signing into the live chat now, so we should be ready to rock and roll very soon. So there we go. I think should be able to close the live chat now, window at least. I guess it's not gonna. Oh wait, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so now, all right, this is take two, guys. Anyways, I am here. I have live chat open. If you want to come hang out and say hi, I don't know if anybody's gonna be out there, but I am under Plastic Addictions on YouTube, Plastic Addictions Anonymous on YouTube, and Joe Hudson as my account. So you guys should be able to see everything and come in and talk to me in chat. I see my microphone is turned up nice and high. What I've already done so far today is I went ahead and finished off the chassis, painted it this morning. I put the cross member in for the rear of the cab. I put the auxiliary shifter in for the drum. We put the transmission in for the drum, the secondary transmission. We put in the auxiliary primary transmission for the drives here, for the drive train for the rear. Because it's so long, it had to have an extra extinguished box to auxiliarize the drive to the rear. We also have the braces in, everything. I brought the orange all the way back. The exhausts are in, hooked up to the turbos. When I get the cab on and the interior on, I will be able to align up the air cleaners on either side to the front of the turbo. So until that happens, I can't do the front of the turbo. So I have those hoses set aside here. As you can see, they're right here. These are the hoses that go there. These are the hoses that extend these out to the pipe when I'm ready to do so. So I got to put them on and touch them up after everything's done. And here are my air cleaners, which are already painted, as well as my tanks, which that's going to be what we're going to be adding next. After I build the interior while it's drying, I'm going to go ahead and build the tanks, and try to find other things that I can put on here that are chrome, that are done, so I can finish it up, touching up the black and touching up the orange in the chassis and engine area and the red on the engine area, and just be totally done with this portion of it and move on to the drum and the mixer portion. Tires, rims, everything came out perfectly fine. I may do a little detail in here, inside the wheels. I may be inside the rims. I'm going to turn it this way so everybody over there can see it fairly well and kind of lean it a little bit. It did come out very nice. It looks outstanding. I do have some touch-ups to do, but the build has been fairly smooth. The mixer drum transmission here, the oil filter is upwards. It shows that way in the instructions, so I'm not going to be concerning myself with it. But I really don't like the way that looks. I'm debating on if I should turn this around, form a bracket or prefab a bracket to hold it in place properly, and then run the mixer. But they say that this is all supposed to hook up right. I just don't like the way the oil filter's hanging upside down. Though. But it does pump no matter what. As long as it's got a place to hold it, it can do it. So, and I do have it in correctly, supposedly. Otherwise, my axles would not have hooked up to the main transmission like they did, up and underneath it like it was supposed to. When I turn it over, it goes further down towards the bottom, and there wouldn't be any room clearance for the, and there's barely any clearance here for the other end of this to go to the barrel. I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm hoping there's a stand of some sort. I'm debating, because of where it's going to sit like so, the big portion is going to be down, the small one's going to be back like up here. That barrel should settle down right there, and I think that's where the chain drive would go. So I'm thinking that does perfectly enough amount of room to get that chain sprocket onto that and make it look right, and make it settle right. So we'll go from there. I do notice that I do have the front end correct. I was a little off on that. I had it a little bit too far back, so I did change that. These are the holes that you're going to put your cab into once you put your grill on your cab, which I'm going to mock up sometime tonight as well. And again, I don't know if anybody's here, but you guys let me know by saying hey. I'm going to go ahead and pop in and say hey to everybody. Give me a second. Hey all. On. Okay, there we go. Now, anybody that's got messengers watching me should see that, or is at least watching my show. Okay, so we're going to blink this off for a minute, because I'm going to set this off to the side. I can't really do anything with it until that transmission dries and that super glue dries. I don't want to mess with it. It's sitting perfectly in the middle. That transmission, auxiliary transmission housing, has to sit in the middle of the two pins, or it won't line everything up. I was trying to line it up to the left or to the right, and that's not the way it works. Duh. Until I got my magnifying glass out and realized that these two pins literally fit right down on top of that little brace that sticks out. So you put that brace right in between those pins and it settles right in. My problem is the glue and the paint and all that stuff at the moment. So I use super glue on it, so that should hold it. We should be good to go in the next 10-15 minutes. That should be all done, and I'm not worried about it. Okay, moving right along to number 7, the interior. Number 8 is going to be basic body. That's going to be number 8, guys. Alright, so we're doing number 7 right now. Let me get it all folded in the way I can get to it and see it, and then we will go from there. Alright. This is definitely the interior. I got to get all the parts out. I know where they all are. I've seen them all already, so I know where they all are. And the only thing I think that we should have left after that is the accessories to the cab and chassis, meaning like the fuel tanks, battery boxes, that kind of stuff. And after that, I'm pretty sure we're moving right along onto the mixer portion, which is the exciting part to me, because you learn something new every day when you do things like this. I've driven big trucks for most of my life, and I've never driven a cement mixer, shit, let alone build one. So to me, that's the exciting part. I get to build the trucks that I've never been able to drive or been allowed to drive, so to speak. Not that I can't drive them, I've just never done it. So let's see. So we're going to do that. I'm going to pull that back over there. Kind of like a map, guys, is what I'm trying to do here, so it doesn't ruin the instructions. It is creasing them, but I'm going to reopen them, and they will be in my folder when this is all done, being smashed back out flat, so they should be fine. They will be in a piece of plastic, so they shouldn't get damaged. They should be fine. So I think I'm going to do this one more time, and then we're going to get to it. Alright, so now, excuse and ignore the tires up top. So, this is actually number 7 here. It goes here, and then it goes up into here. So this is number 7. This is just from the previous one. So anyways, I'm going to fold this one side over. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it out just like that. Okay, so let's get our tub out, and let's make sure we got all of our parts. Okay, so there's these two. There's this one. I have the steering wheel from this side, the dashboard from this side, the steering column from this side, and this is the air cylinder for the seat for this one. So I know I've seen all this. I've already painted that. I see there's something that goes on the back of this though, so that's cool, because I didn't paint the whole back of it. I used a piece of tape, so that'll cover that. That's awesome. So that. I also see there's a little fan. Hey, they got a little fan in here that goes in here, guys. Little tiny 12-volt fan, or little tiny 24-volt fan. Check that crap out. It's gonna be chrome too. Okay, so that's chrome. Got that. That is. What does that say? Taco? What the heck does that say? Man, my eyes are bad. These things are small. Man, my eyes are bad. Who keeps texting me? Who'll be texting me? Is it one of you guys not being able to get in for some reason? No? No, maybe. It's Sam. No, it's not. Okay, clear, we're good. Alright. Oops. Put my phone back on charge here, guys. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, this says it is called the... Okay, so I gotta put the clutch pedal in, the little fan in, I gotta get out the brake pedal and the accelerator pedal, the main transmission shift lever and the auxiliary transmission shift lever. So I gotta find all that stuff right now. So here we go for digging in the box. Alright, so we're looking for chrome first. So we're gonna look through the chrome first. I'm gonna take my magnifying glass because these are small parts now. Alright, so there's one of the stick shifts. So I gotta pop that. Let me move the directions off a little bit off to the side. You know what? I got a better idea. Hang tight, guys. Let me get a quick arrange here real quick, guys. So I got a little bit more room. I'll put them back on there when I'm done. Okay, so that can go in there. Like that. You're in my way, knife. Oh, there we go. So let's do that. And we're going to take this, and we're going to move it out here, and we're going to move this forward, just so it gets out of the way. You guys will still be able to see it, right? Yep, okay, you guys can still see it. I'll even move it this way a little bit. How's that? Alright, so now we're going to put this back down here, just so we have it. Alright, so now, I'm going to put the instructions up here. See, that's how that works. And that can still sit there and dry. Alright. I cut me some little Pepsi decals out that I'm going to kind of figure out something to do with. off the stickers that I got from the vendor. Guys, if you look for Pepsi decals, Coca-Cola decals, Hostess decals, and you guys see a vendor truck running around, don't hesitate to stop and ask them for decals or stickers or whatever they got, because they will give them to you, because it's free advertisement for them if you use them. Trust me, I got Pepsi decals, I got Coca-Cola decals, just by walking up and saying, hey, you know, I build XYZ, and I'm looking for decals and stuff, and they gave me all kinds of stuff. Anything they could find, he was so happy to do so. Especially if he's a subcontractor and he's not actually driving a Coca-Cola truck, and he's just delivering for specific company things. He will have different stuff to put on the machines. It's like the decals and stuff they put on the machines when they fill machines or place machines in. So okay, so there's one. Got one of the shifters. You would think that they did put both shifters right here. So both shifters are chrome, so I'm going to go ahead and leave them chrome. I have no problem with that because I really do like chrome. I like my chrome. Everybody should know that by looking at my builds. Do the best I can to get as much chrome as I can on them without making them look too gaudy. Alright, so I got those off of that. That is going to look so great though, guys. Check that out. I'm gonna haze in orange in the grill. I think that'll look pretty cool. But it's gonna look pretty dang good. Big old grill. Love them big old grills. Alright. Back to the chrome. Because I didn't find what I'm looking for. Okay, so there's the clears. I'm gonna drop out again. Alright, so okay, oh here's the seat stuff right here. This is the interior stuff right here. Okay, there's the CB radio. Let's see. There's the upper brace, I do believe that's what that is. And those are going to be lower braces, right? Yep, that's all them right there. So there's this piece. Here are these pieces. And then I think all we got to do is find the stuff that's up and over there that are chrome, guys. Yami, get out of there. Yami, get out of there. You guys are going to see my black cat walk around soon, too. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. There she is. There's my yum, yum. There's my yum, yum. There she is. There's my yum, yums. There's my girl. My yum, yums. Yep, my yum, yums. Yep. Alright. Go. I know you don't jump up here like Zeus does, so that's okay. Oh, there she is. She came up to say hi. Spoke too soon. Hi, yum, yums. Okay, so then there's the back brace. So... and here is the steering column. So I know I got that. These are antennas, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the base off, but I'm going to cut the sprue off and leave the antennas on the sprue so they don't break. I'll use them when I'm ready to do the mirrors and the cab outside. I'm going to paint them. Probably I'm going to put an orange end cap on them, where the orange mount on them, and have a chrome antenna itself, or maybe even a chrome antenna with some little orange safety covers on it, so when it gets whipped in the rim, it doesn't chip the paint job. That's what I use those things for. Okay, so now we got both of the arms for the chair. We got the air thing for the chair. We got the bottom for the chair, and we got the cross member for the chair. We got the CB radio, steering column, steering wheel, dash, garbage. Let me trim these antenna pieces off so I can put them away somewhere. I'm going to put them up in there in my Pepsi, my little Pepsi cap. So I just want to trim all this away from this so it stays on this one main branch here. That's all. Let's do that. I'm just not even do that one. So now, this should be fairly safe now that I did that. Shouldn't catch on anything and have any problem. So I'll be able to use the antennas and not have to go searching through them. Excuse what you just saw. Alright, so, now there's that. So, let's put that over here, back over here. Alright, now, back into the chrome. Because I know the rest of the pieces are pretty much chrome that I need. Right? Because I got all the stuff for the seats. I got the other seat. I got both stick shifts. I'm looking for the pedals. I'm looking for that box too. That is the heater and air conditioning unit. It says upholstery color, so that's going to have to be upholstery color. Next thing I'm looking for is the little fan. So I'm looking for the clutch, the clutch, brake, and acceleration pedal, and the air conditioning and heater, and the little fan. The air conditioning and heater are not going to be chrome. So let's find the little fan. First thing I want to find is the pedals and then the fan. And that looks like it's going to be the clutch pedal right there. I think I found the clutch pedal right there. So let's put this chrome down in here in the box. And let's cut the chrome pedal out. I don't see the other pedals yet, but I'm not done with the side, so with this chrome piece. So. Hey, I'm live over here. Chill out. Alright, there we go. Alright, so there's the clutch pedal. Now what I'm looking for is the brake. So if you guys see it before me, oh, there they are, right there. Yep, so there's those two. And now all I gotta do is find the air conditioner. Alright, so there we go, there's those. Right, brake, clutch, gas, and accelerator. A brake, clutch, accelerator, and woohoo, brake, clutch, and accelerator. Spit it the heck out, Dad. And there's that air tank that I said was chrome that goes on the chassis. These air tanks, this stuff is going to look amazing on that black chassis. I'm going to go ahead and use the chrome, everything chrome that I can, because I want to chrome that black out and get it to stand out, and then I will detail it with some orange. Okay, so what am I looking for now? Now I'm looking for that little fan. So that I'm going to need my magnifying glass for. That's not a fan. That looks like piping. There's not a fan up there. There's the fifth wheel, the tanks, the ends of the caps. Oh man, I didn't know they had moon caps for the ends of the wheel caps. Man, I would have rather used moon caps. That's a bummer. Well, okay, last piece of chrome I got to go through before I say the heck with it with the fan. So it better be on here, or I'm not gonna have it inside.
I hope you're not disappointed that I don't look like a chair.
No.
I do not see it. Oh wait.
You look great.
Nope, I still don't see it. I see lights. I see the headlights. See the handles, door handles. Is that it? I think that's it. I think I found it, y'all. Man, that sucker's tiny. I'm supposed to put that on there?
You look cold? Because your voice is, you sound...
No. It's me.
Come here. I need my light, guys, and my magnifying glass. Sorry about that. Hang tight.
So,
I'm pretty sure that's it.
how's life?
Oh, well, I haven't
No,
made much progress
that ain't no
on my
fan.
book, since last we spoke.
Alright, so I gotta keep looking. I gotta look past the chrome again. Hang on.
Give him.
No, it was good. I just got really busy.
But
Definitely not on that
I
one.
haven't been able to focus on writing my sticker book because I've just been so damn nervous about today.
It's definitely not on this one either, because I did a magnifying glass check with this one, but I'm gonna do it again just in case. So that's gotta be the only piece that I don't recognize is that little one I just showed you on the other rail. That's why I set it to the side. So it's gotta be that one. Oh, my voice is changing. My neck's getting tired again. Damn it. My voice gets deeper and then it goes squeaky because my throat closes off. So where did that go? Okay, so that's got to be it. That's the only piece I don't recognize out of all the pieces that are left. I know what these are. 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 I know what everything else is except for that. So it's got to be that. And then we got to find the AC housing next. Okay, so there's the fan. Supposedly a fan. I don't even know if I'm going to use that or not, but there's supposedly the fan. So we got everything now except for the AC housing. So we're going to put this back in the bag. So we're going to put this back in the bag. These two back, this one back in the bag. Well, I'm knocking parts over. Let me get these out of the way. Put them back up there like I said I was going to. I also want to build the tanks possibly tonight and hook and build the radiator possibly because I got to paint that tomorrow. And then another day we'll install it, or later on tomorrow I'll install it. Alright, so there's that. Last one's in. This side of the paper. This is the tanks. I want them separated. I want them all scratched out. Okay, so we got that. Now what am I looking for? Oh yeah, we're looking for the AC, which looks like that piece right there, I think. No, that looks like the battery box. So it's probably going to be on this right here somewhere. And I do believe that's it right there. Yep, there we go. We got it. Alright, so there's the AC.
Water.
There's number 15, or number
Water that I guess on
24,
water is.
session number 15. Okay, so now we have all the parts. We're ready to put the interior together. Now when I'm done with the interior, I will do a little detailing on the dashboard before I put the dashboard in and all that stuff. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and start building the seats and stuff, because I'm going to paint all those with the saddle brown. And like I said, it'll just have a little bit of chrome and orange accents in it, just to bring the color scheme into the cab. It is a work truck, so, you know, I'm not going to do a whole crap load of stuff to it, you know, to make it that much far off box art. But I don't mind doing a little detail to the dashboard and the steering wheel and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't think I'm going to be doing much to it. I really can't wait to get the barrel on, because the barrel on this thing is going to be badass. I mean, really. It's going to sit up like that. Now, come check this out. Yeah, that's got to be where that goes. It's got to be. It's got to be where the chain drive goes, because there's a chain drive connection up there. It's for the barrel, so it's got to go down there. But that thing's going to be big. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. That's going to be freaking huge, guys. That's going to be so huge.
Yeah? It is good to have you back.
Thank you, Louis, for believing in me.
Nice.
Basically, the way it's probably going to sit back like this, though, and kind of up a little bit more. But yeah, that's basically it. With that big old orange cab in front of it, it's going to look pretty good. Alright, so I am going to do what I said I wasn't going to do, and I am going to go ahead and build the mixer drum here as soon as I get done with the interior. And I'm going to build the tanks, and then I'm going to put some putty on the seam on the mixer, and I'm going to go ahead and sand it down and give it a few days, and then I'm going to go ahead and paint it white. I wasn't going to paint it white, but I'm going to. Alright, so we got all the parts we need. We can start cleaning them up. So this is basically where the cleanup part comes in. You guys know that this is kind of an important part, because you want everything to seal right and everything to work right. Let me just put my glue stick in so that my glue works next time I want to use it. Okay, there we go. Alright, get that out of the way too. That's an old zipper garbage. Let me get this moved over here. And I'm going to use the ice stick. Okay. I got everything off the screws. Move this out of the way as well, because I don't need to get monster hurt. Alright. So we have everything we want. I'm going to detail the CB radio before I put it in, and I'm going to detail the dashboard before I put them in. I also cannot put these chrome pieces in whatsoever until I paint, so those aren't going in. So we're basically going to put the seats, the heater in, the air ride system, the arms. That's about it. What we're going to do, we're going to put them in the tub. So once we get that all together, we set it to the side. I'm going to set the dashboard to the side. I am going to do the brown on the dashboard though, because I want it brown, like I'm saddle brown, like I'm doing the interior. So I got to do that. So that will probably be one of the things that I do as a side. I also want to do the brown on the brown, and then I want to put orange on the inside of the steering wheel. I want to put orange arms, and then I'm going to put a chrome centerpiece. So it's going to be chrome with orange arms and a round saddle brown ring going around it, hand grip. These are going to stay chrome, so I'm going to push them off to the side here, along with these, because none of this stuff is going on until it's all dry and ready, which will probably be tomorrow or the next day. So we'll worry about that. I do not believe that that's the fan, though, guys. I just don't believe that that's the fan. We're going to need this as well. It shows in the instructions, so I didn't put this in. I just set it to the side. So let's go ahead and do that first, because as you see, then I just have to touch up the black a little bit on top, because it's just so it shows that it goes like this, and it shows that everything goes downward, so it definitely goes like this. It's got to go on there like this. So if this is facing this way, and yep, that's facing out. This goes here. There's two lines here, so it's not even going to cover that. I should have went ahead and painted it. But I would like to paint the brown finish the black on here. I use tape on this and then finish the black around here, touching it up, because this is going to be behind the it's going to be in here. Nobody's really going to be able to see it right away anyway. So I mean, if they really, so I'm going to go ahead and touch up that paint, but I'm going to do the box itself. I think I'm going to do silver, so it kind of just stands out a little bit, and it kind of gives a little bit more accent. It brings all the chrome back up to the inside of the cab. All right, so that's my idea. So whether or not that works out that way, who knows? But I'm going to start with the tub, and I'm just going to kind of go around all the edges of the tub. And now that I'm doing this, I can actually get kind of a mock-up in a few minutes of what it's going to look like once it's sitting on the chassis. I'll bring it over here and throw the tub into the cab to take it out. So there is a little bit of a dip in the back of this bed, or the back of this tub. So I'm pretty sure that means it's for the window, for it to settle down inside the window. That's another thing I want to do, is get the windows in it. I have my clear glue over here that I'm going to be using. That's what this is. I use the Tester's clear glue, this stuff here. I like it. It seems to work pretty good. And if you do get some a little bit on the windshield, it's easy to buff. It's easy to buff back clear. After it smokes up a little bit, you can kind of like just buff it clear a little bit, and you don't really notice it. Also, I put that tip of the day, that trick out there with the popsicle sticks and the cloth and a little bit of polish. You can pretty much get glue and stuff off, kind of. I mean, you're gonna have to buff the crap out of it to get it as clear, but you can make it look pretty damn good, and nobody will really notice. So I got a couple of things that when I shook my hands, got a little bit of glue on the window, so I got to watch out for that when I'm picking cars to go. And I'm serious. I want you guys in the next couple of months. I'm going to post a bunch of pictures of the ones I think I want to take, and you guys can help me pick 3 cars and 3 trucks to take. That's what my wife says I need to do. She definitely says that she wants me to bring the car hauler. So let me go ahead and put this on here. I want to, before I do that, I want to scrape some of the paint off the bottom side of this, where it's going to connect. So hang tight. So I'm just going to kind of run my blade across the bottom here, try to scrape some more of that black off. And I'm going to go inside, back and forth, because I know it's going to touch the rails here. And then I'm just going to bring it up and just scrape off the paint on the inside and out, I'm sorry, I should just be doing the outside, so it's not going to touch anything else, I'm sorry. Scrape off the paint on the outsides of these 2 lines. Again, I wouldn't worry too much about how bad you're going to do it, depending on how you did it, because I'm going to be touching up the black here with some touch-up paint after I get everything together. Wherever you can see anything that's not supposed to be, when I'm done with it, you won't see it. The chassis had a couple of issues. I got it fixed, and I guarantee you can't find my problems. Because I worked ways around dealing with them, one way or another. If the part didn't go to the right spot, I would figure out a way to make sure it goes into the spot it's supposed to be. If I got to trim something or add something or slide something back a hair or whatever the heck I had to do, I did it. The chassis was a little bit tweaked when I first got it out of the box, so I did use a bit of a hair dryer before I painted it to get it to bow back into place. Once I got it to bow back into place, I went ahead and started building on it, and the more weight I put on it, the flatter it got, the more stable it got, so I'm pretty good with what's going on with it. So, alright, so we're going to put this into place. I'm going to drop a little bit of glue on the fan box itself. Not the condensing, but the fan box itself. So I'm putting glue on there because that goes onto the top of that flat piece there, so I want to make sure it sticks nice and tight. So once I'm ready to put it in, I can just put it in. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now we got the air conditioner in place. Right, like that. So this is your firewall. And on the back of the firewall, on the passenger side, is what I would call it, was the passenger side. There were these 2 lines right next to this box. So you scrape the paint off of the box, and you put the box in. And then I'm going to finish the black. And I'm going to blacken in up to the box, but the box is probably going to be chrome and brown like the interior. So I'm pretty sure this one goes with this. So this one goes with, oh, I'm wrong. Where's the other seat? There's supposed to be 3. Oh no! Ah! We're down a seat, man. Why are we down a seat? Oh, we're going to go to okay, so this, all these go to this. So there's that seat. That seat's right there. So let's go ahead and start cleaning this stuff up too. So we're ready to put it on. The steering column is more than likely going to be black. I'm probably going to add little orange handles on the ends, like orange rubbers on the ends of each one of the levers. I am going to do my best to be able to see that these things connect properly, because I'm probably going to connect this orange to the black on the chassis of the steering box, so you'll be able to see the steering shaft actually connect to, when you open the hood, that it connects to the steering box and all the mechanisms down there, the eyelet arm and the pinion arm and stuff like that. So I'm just trying right now, just trying to scrape off some of the, make it look a little cleaner. So that looks pretty good. I got a little bit of screw in here. I'm just trying to very easily just kind of push the screw down. I'm not really trying to cut anything off. There's a little bit of screw there. Just kind of using my knife to kind of like press it around and move it around. There, it came off. Maybe even use your fingernail a little bit. You don't want to break any of these tips off, because these are your bankers and your other mechanisms that you use, hazards and stuff like that. So, alright, so that's pretty cleaned up. We're ready with that. I already cleaned up the steering wheel. There's no screw on it, so that's already cleaned up. I think I already did the, yeah, I already did the cleanup on this as well. So I'm just going to clean up this. And this doesn't look like it's too bad. It's got a little bit of screw on the top, a little bit of flash on the top, so I'm just going to kind of like top, my goodness gracious, I'm just going to kind of like scrape the top down a little bit so it doesn't show as much. A lot of these CVs, they do have a little bit of a line on the top of them anyways, where the faceplate connects into the CV. The older ones do anyways, the newer ones are all one case, of course. So I want to kind of sand down the line for the mold to make it look like one little piece of metal that's covering the entire CV case. Okay, so there's that. Alright, so now we got that, and I still have the lip at the bottom and the sides, so you can still see what it is. I'm not sure if I'm sticking it on the ceiling, or once I'm done painting it, I'm going to stick it on the dashboard somewhere, like right in here or something. I was debating. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it would be better up over his head, in the center of the console, up over his head. So we'll see how that goes. But we have to clean up the seats and stuff as well this time. So there's a big bump of screw there. So I'm going to need to take my knife to it first. Get this bump of screw off. There's a little bit of flash underneath it too, which is kind of giving it a bit of a thickness. Alright, almost there. I didn't sand the rest of it down, scrape the rest of it down. Alright, so guys, I'm going to do a little bit more and I'm going to punk out for the night, and I will be back in the morning. So hang in there. This is a video just for YouTube. I'm only on YouTube here. I will be going to Facebook in the morning, and I will do a YouTube at night. I will try to do one of each every night. And show you guys the next step, and I'll be like building some things with them and some things with you guys. So do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit that bell, and follow me, and so that you get the notifications of when I'm on doing stuff like this, and you'll be able to follow me along right on through the actual build. I'm going to be going to in December, I'm going to a contest, a model contest. You can go there with me as well and see how I do. I'm really not expecting to win anything. I'm not looking into that. I want to go see the other models and the other builds. There's going to be a car show. You don't want to miss that. 1,300 vendors supposedly. It's at the Tampa Speedway or something, Coliseum Raceway or something like that. I'll give you guys more information later. But a shout out to Michael Mine, because he's the one that told me to come, sent me the information, and I'm going to be meeting him live. You don't want to miss that. I'm going to be meeting Michael live. Also, you don't want to miss Paul Lovelace. He's going to be here in July. We're going to do a build-off live in my travel trailer out in the living out front. There'll be no painting, spraying, or anything of that nature in the trailer, guys. I'm going to set up a little booth in there for us to each have a stand. I'm going to set the camera up, take my computer out there, set the camera up to where the camera's on one side of the trailer and we're building on the other. And then when we are done, Paul and I were discussing, we are going to, after the live build, we're just going to do A or B, and you guys can, I guess, vote on whichever one you want. I guess we shall see what we shall see. But it should be really fun. I'm very happy and stoked for him to come and me to hang out with him for an entire week. He's going to be here an entire week. He even mentioned he wants to go out in my rubber boat, because he knows I got a boat, so we're going to probably hit a canal or a lake or something, so you'll be able to follow along with that. And we also have a car museum he wants to go to right here in Lauderdale. And he heard about, I think he was talking about Lamborghini of Fort Lauderdale. He wants to go there too, just to go check out the cars. So you guys don't want to miss out. We're going to be doing a lot of live video and from while we're out and about running around in Fort Lauderdale. So come check us out. Every morning 10 a.m. on YouTube. You can also find me, no, I'm sorry, every morning at 10 a.m. on Facebook. You can find me doing a live show and a live stream there. And then either in the afternoon or early evening Eastern Standard Time, you'll find me doing probably another half an hour, 45 minutes to an hour here. So you'll have 2 different shows during the days. But don't forget to hit that notification, guys. You don't want to miss the stuff that's coming up. So again, we're building the AMT Kenworth Challenge cement mixer, the transit mixer. So I am cleaning the parts up at the moment, and then once I get everything cleaned up and everything ready to put in, I'll start putting stuff in. Once I get everything in except for I think I'm going to go ahead and put the dashboard in too. I don't think I'm going to put the steering wheel and the steering column in so I can get to the dashboard easier, so I can paint it in. Because the way it sits, I should be able to, because it kind of sits up straight, fairly straight. So in all reality, I should be able to put it in, have it painted just like the rest of it, and be able to tilt it. Yeah, I should be able to do it before I put everything else in. So that's what I'll be doing. I probably won't, I was thinking about, I probably won't be doing that, that's another thing about it. I will be painting it the brown color. It sits right in there like this. I haven't cleaned it yet, so excuse how it's going to sit. Okay, there we go. It's going to sit in there like this. So I still got to clean it right behind the edge, it looks like. Yeah, that's where it sits, just like that. No pressure, no whatsoever, going right in shape. So once it's in, I really, in all rights, I should be able to detail it out good. So as long as I paint this, so this and this, as long as I get this and this together and spray it, I can spray the chairs separately. So I'm going to probably do that, so I'll spray the chairs separately. So I know this one goes to this, so this has to go to this. I don't know why it would have like that, because that's what it's showing. It's showing the rounded one going on top of this. So that's how that goes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue that into place too. That doesn't feel right to me, but that's what they say it's supposed to be. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, passenger seat and passenger seat base. So the rounded parts of passenger seat is base. So I'm going to go ahead and clean these up and glue these together so that they're done, so I can paint them as one piece too. I'm going to finish this first. Or I did. So I cleaned that up pretty good. It didn't take much. There wasn't much flash on that. I want to check this out and see what this is. There's a little bit of a piece of sprue right there hanging onto a little piece of tip off. So I want to get that off of it. That didn't hurt anything. Same thing here. This doesn't have a whole lot of anything on it, so I'm not really trying to. Oops, not really trying to do anything. But you can see this got a little flash on it, so I'm trying to pull the flash off. That's all I'm trying to do. And you guys gotta let me know in the comments if I'm doing okay with my voice and how loud it is, if you guys can hear me, or if I need to turn stuff down. I have everything pretty much turned straight up. Straight up, guys. I have it turned. So. Oh, you know what? I've been live all this time, and I don't think I brought the chat up. Let's see if I'm getting chat like I'm supposed to.
Oh my God, seriously. She's never in a wheelbarrow. She's taking her outside to hide her somewhere. Instead of just like locking her in one room in the mansion. Like, seriously.
There we go. Now you guys should be able to see if anybody's chatting. Why is it disabled? Alright, we're moving it there because I got it open over there. That's why. Because I got you open right there. Alright, so again, we're just cleaning out. These are sidearms for the main chair, for the captain's chair here. I really wish they came up with some really cool interiors. I mean, seriously, guys. I mean, I know you guys can buy all kinds of parts stuff, but the manufacturer of these kits can really do, you know, these kits justice by giving you, you know, custom captain's chairs that swivel, or you know, a dashboard that you can actually detail without having to use a damn magnifying glass for 2 weeks just to do one part. But I know that's just me, guys. I know. So this should sit right into place for the radiator. Should be right into place there. So everything is falling right into place as far as I'm concerned. Everything lines right up. We're good to go. Yep, good to go. All right. So now, this is the base for the chair, for the driver's chair. So we're gonna kind of sand it down a little bit. Nothing major because that's supposed to be there. I just want to get some of the flash off that I see, just a little bit of it before I paint it so it doesn't show. Because once I paint it, it'll definitely show. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up and keep doing a little bit of building, but I'm done. I was checking chat. I know chat's on. I'd be out. Bye.